Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Sustainable Stace. It's all about sunchokes or Jerusalem artichokes. Stay tuned and learn all about them.
I'm Stacy Taves. For me, healthy food and sustainability are totally connected. You can grow it yourself. Nature is generous.
Welcome to this episode of Sustainable Stace. We're talking sunchokes today. They're also called Jerusalem artichokes. They're mostly like a cross between a sunflower in how they grow, this is a dead sunchoke stalk, and a potato in how you plant them and how they eat or how you prepare them. The name Jerusalem artichoke can be pretty confusing because they're not related to an artichoke and they're not from Jerusalem. Until a year ago, I'd never heard of them, never grown them. This is my first go at it. It's spring. They grew and matured up till last fall, and I did a sample of harvesting some in fall. And then I left some in the ground through the winter to see how they'd fare, and I'm here to harvest them up and see what they look like. So join me as we do that. So these are the dead stalks of the Jerusalem artichoke. I'm just going to pull some up, and you can see there's a drip line here, which I had providing water as needed. And this is kind of in a bed where I was already growing some potatoes. So there's the dead stalk, and if you crack it open, you can see it's completely dead, really hard fiber. I think you could actually burn these in a bonfire or use them as kindling for a fire starter. And so we've pulled that up. I'll get those out of the way, and now we're gonna harvest up what's inside here. Let's see what we've got. Okay, there's huge ones right away. Look at the size of that. Okay, and in each case I planted these pretty much like potatoes, which is, I planted these ones about 4 inches, 10 centimeters deep, and I planted each tuber about 30 centimeters or a foot apart. And what I want you to realize is with these 2 stalks I just broke off, I planted 2 tubers probably half that size. So they grew up like potatoes. Now what I'm gonna do, and probably what you've heard about before, if you've read anything about sunchokes, is they're notorious for spreading crazily in the garden, which I'm okay with because they're beautiful. They had gorgeous stalks, beautiful big leaves, lots of insects happily living on them through the summer. They took about 4 months to grow to maturity, so I harvested some in fall, and as I said, left these over the winter. I'm gonna grab a pitchfork and come back at them one more time, and we'll just see how many actually are in here, because I'm gonna go beyond the hands. Guys, I'm just gonna go in gentle. Obviously, like harvesting potatoes, you don't wanna harm the thing you're harvesting, so you go a little bit wide of the circle where you think the food's gonna be. What I'm noticing is that there's an incredible amount of them. And if you look closely on them, they've got little sprouts or shoots on them, which means they're already sprouting and ready to plant, just like a potato would be ready to sprout or ready to plant in the spring. So they've overwintered beautifully. They're very firm and hard. I actually have on hand here this little bowl full I harvested yesterday just as an experiment. This is one plant's harvest from one tuber. And I'll take and just cut it here so you can see how it cuts up. And you can see it's white like a potato, it's crunchy like a potato. Looks beautiful, very clean. And this is kind of a purpley red skin, whereas some others are a bit more yellow or brown. Again, variants just like you'd have with a potato, but this beautiful 2-meter plus tall stalk, like a sunflower. Very cool. Okay, so here's one more stalk that we've got, and this one looks like it's got perhaps the most profound amount of harvesting. I'll just bring a coffee sack in here so it's easy to see what we're gonna pull up. Oh my goodness, so there's a lot here. Pretty exciting. When you plant one little tuber, look at the size of that one coming in. Look at the size of it. It's way bigger than my hand. You plant one little tuber and you end up with all this food. Now, you might be asking, like I did the first time I grew sunchokes, how do you prepare them? What are they good for? The first thing you'll find on a Google search is they're low in calories, high in fiber. They're very nutritious and very healthy, and you can eat them both raw and you can eat them cooked. They roast, they deep fry, they boil, they pan fry, and you can grate them and put them in a salad for the crunch that you might want. Now, you can see that in the way that they grow, it looks kind of a lot like a piece of ginger that you'd buy or grow. So very difficult to peel, and this skin is actually very thin. There, I'm just with my fingernail scraping it off. You can see how thin the skin is. Very easy to just scrub clean. And if you soak them for about a minute or two with some cool water and then scrub them with a brush, they clean up fine and you can eat the peel. So don't worry about trying to peel them, because I think that would be a nightmare. So guys, this is from planting 2 or 3 tubers. You can see how much I've got. I'd say it's on par with or more prolific than planting a potato in terms of what you get for what you planted. And great for salads and great for pan frying where I've done them with vegetables. And let's just grab a few more. Are you seeing how much there is? Yeah, this is taking longer than I planned because I didn't realize there'd be this many. Those are the good surprises in life, right? I wasn't expecting this much abundance. Woohoo! I'll just grab a few more here. Oh, there's so many more in here. So many more. Look at the size of that one. Look at that. Incredible. So I've now probably got, they're quite heavy and dense. Got 4 or 5 kilos of sunchokes here, like 6, 7, 8, maybe even 10 pounds. And it's just from planting a few plants. Here's one that got busted up by the pitchfork, that got broken. So doing as much as you can, searching with your hands is good. And I'm finding they actually are traveling as far or further than potatoes. Now let's just relocate the camera and talk about the soil we grow them in for a second. The soil conditions for these sunchokes that I was growing, guys, was, I'd say, medium heavy soil. I don't really have any light soil on our property. So medium heavy soil. And I can't believe they're often growing more than 30 centimeters away from where I planted the original tuber. I want to remind you again that everything I'm putting on this sack is planted from 3 tubers. So pretty remarkable. I've got a bit more than half of it on here, and I just wanted to get a sense with a scale. Can you see my scale here? It's registering at 1 pound right now, so we have to take a pound off to see what it says. But I just want to get a sense of how much is here. Okay, so it's at 7.5, so it'd be 6.5 pounds now. And that means there is 10 pounds. So there's it's at 8.5. There's 4 or 5 kilos grown from 3 tubers that started out this size. So my goodness, it's like 100 grams becomes 5 kilograms. It's an incredibly bountiful amount of food coming off these. So easy to grow, spreads really well. I don't think you should be too concerned about them spreading around in your garden. There's going to be 1 or 2 tubers you miss every time you harvest. You get a great surprise next spring. They overwinter in a wet, heavy soil climate. That's really amazing. So much to look forward to, and so easy to grow sunchokes or Jerusalem artichokes. What's not to love about dead easy gardening? Take a tiny little tuber, put it in the soil, and end up with bowls full of sunchokes in this case. They're versatile to cook raw, frying pan, boiled, roasted. My goodness. What's not to love about a sunchoke? Such a unique flavor, akin to potato. And I would say that my #1 suggestion is try it with thyme, the herb thyme. It goes so beautifully with a little bit of thyme, salt and pepper and olive oil fried up in a pan. I also like grating them into salads for a little bit of crunch, kind of akin to a water chestnut texture. So very beautiful. Thanks a lot for watching this episode of Sustainable Stace. And if you're watching it on YouTube, I just want to welcome you to please go down there in your bottom corner, subscribe, and you'll keep on getting more resources from us that are hopeful, helpful, and healthy. Thanks, see you next time. Okay, this was a little over the top. You've already been through the whole video. You've seen what I did. 3 dead stalks of sunchokes planted last season, and in the video I showed about this much, and then I kept on digging after I'd put away my camera equipment. I ended up with this much more. So I just had to get the equipment going again to show you how abundant and extravagant the harvest was. Celebrate with me and plant sunchokes. Woo!